Ooh, what's going on? Welcome back to the 1776 Report, the #1 YouTube channel for exposing the stupidity of the woke left. In today's video, we're going to be looking at two audio clips, one of Donald Trump and one of Joe Biden. The clip of Donald Trump really showcases why they have such hatred for the 45th president of the United States. They absolutely hate Donald Trump. They have Trump derangement syndrome. They would betray any of their values, if they have any, to bury this man 6 feet under. They want to see Donald Trump locked up for the rest of his life in federal prison. But the audio clip that was released yesterday by CNN is really interesting. Here's an article from the New Yorker published on July 15th of 2021. You're going to have an effing war. Mark Milley's fight to stop Trump from striking Iran. This article implies that Donald Trump had the secret plot to go to a war with Iran, who is a nuclear power. And when this came out, the left was up in arms. They were saying, look, Donald Trump's unhinged. He's out of control. He's a warmonger. He wants to go to a war with Iran. It ended up not being true. And the audio tape yesterday proves it. They've accused Donald Trump for years of wanting to go to war with Iran, who has nuclear weapons. Now, CNN, when they released this tape, they didn't put 1 + 1 together. They didn't realize that 1 + 1 = 2. They thought this tape was going to damn Donald Trump, make his supporters hate him, make all Americans realize that Donald Trump is a criminal. But in fact, it exonerates Trump. It makes Mark Milley, who is the head of the Joint Chiefs, look like a warmonger neocon. It makes the uniparty in Washington, D.C. look like the warmongering neocon uniparty that it is. And it makes Donald Trump look like somebody who does not want to go to war, who wants peace, who had an administration centered around peace, an administration centered around not going to war. Take a listen.
These are bad, sick people.
That was your coup, against you.
Well, it started right at the beginning.
When Milley's talking about, oh, you were going to try to do a coup. No, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in.
That's right.
Trying to overthrow your election.
Well, with Milley, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came out. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him. Wow. We looked at them. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff. It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this.
If you had to boil this entire case down to 2 simple sentences, this would be it. This is secret information. Look at this. And if we break it down one at a time, look at this.
CNN is hung up on the fact that they have audio of Trump talking about classified, confidential material. Well, what's a bigger deal? The fact that the president of the United States, who was elected by the people to possess classified material and rightfully possess classified material under the Presidential Records Act and under the president of the Clinton Socktor case, or the fact that the deep state and one of the most powerful generals in the military was trying to go to war with Iran. Isn't that a bigger deal than Donald Trump having boxes of secret material, who he never tried to sell to a foreign power or an adversary? He just possessed it. And I think the law gives him the right to possess it. I'm no lawyer, but all the precedent that I've seen says so. Or the fact that the deep state was trying to go to war with another Middle Eastern country. This time, the Middle Eastern country had nuclear weapons. What's more important, going to war with a nuclear power and the president of the United States having to say, hell no, we're not doing so? Or the president of the United States, who was elected to be the most powerful person in the government, having classified material? What's more important? I think the potential of nuclear war might be. And here's the clip of Joe Biden that was released this week. Now, the mainstream media is not covering this at all. They are solely focused on the Trump audio, the Trump leaked audio, which we haven't talked about, was leaked by the prosecutor, the DOJ, illegally leaked to the media. But here's a clip of Joe Biden talking in front of a bunch of foreign leaders. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I was just thanking, anyway, I started off without you. And I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared.
I sold a lot of state secrets and very important things. So you have one person who was the president of the United States who had the power to declassify any document he wanted to. And it turns out he actually stopped a war. He stopped the deep state from getting us into another needless war. And then you have the other person who was not president at the time, who in fact was a senator and had classified information and is openly admitting to selling state secrets. Now, a lot of times people with dementia, and Joe Biden obviously does have some neurodegenerative disease, does have some form of dementia, often tell the truth. They often say things that they shouldn't say. They have no filter. Well, Joe Biden's openly saying that he sold state secrets. The media is not covering this at all. They're only covering the Trump leaked audio, which I believe makes Trump look better. It makes Trump look like somebody who is not wanting to go to war, who will not get into another needless war, somebody who will not feed the war machine. Look what's happening in Ukraine right now. You have all these military contractors like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon. Their stock prices are surging because they continue to make more and more equipment to be sent overseas. They wanted to possibly do that with Iran. I believe the deep state was pressuring Trump to go to war with Iran. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. So Milley and the deep state leaked to the media that Trump was the one who wanted to go to war with Iran when he wouldn't do so. Trump ended up keeping the documents that exonerated him and proved that Milley and the deep state are, in fact, the ones who wanted to get us into World War III. This is scary stuff, folks. You have one president who is openly saying he sold state secrets. You have another president who is being unrightfully prosecuted for not going to war with a nuclear power. Here's Trump's response to finding out that the DOJ had illegally leaked this audio. The deranged special prosecutor, Jack Smith, working in conjunction with the DOJ and FBI, illegally leaked and spun a tape and transcript of me, which is actually an exoneration rather than what they would have you believe. This continuing witch hunt is another election interference scam. They are cheaters and thugs. Okay, and the left would accuse somebody like me as being a member of a cult. And I would just ask the left this. Okay, you're charging Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, of possessing and distributing classified information. Okay, but how can you justify that when the DOJ just leaked to CNN the same classified information that you're prosecuting Donald Trump for possessing, who was elected by the people of the United States to be the president, who has the authority to declassify any classified document? The DOJ illegally leaked the same information that Donald Trump is being charged for possessing. Trump never sold any classified information, and then you have Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, openly admitting to selling influence when he was a senator and a vice president. You cannot make this stuff up. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Nobody's talking about it. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this with some like-minded patriots. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace out.